All right, everyone, and welcome to Raw. I'm your host slash commentator, Christina, aka the Variety Nerd, and we are kicking things off extremely strong here with an 8-person battle royal for the Intercontinental Championship here on our debut episode. So get excited about that. We have some terrific matches coming up for you as well to help set up our titles and championships and all that stuff.
Is an 8-man battle royal and is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura.
Of course, we are kicking things off here with Shinsuke Nakamura as our first out of 8 participants. That's right. You heard that right. We are kicking things off with an 8-man battle royal to determine our first Intercontinental Champion here on Raw, as selected by General Manager Shawn Michaels. We'll see who the other 7 opponents are going to be in just a second. Can't wait to see who will be next and involved in this match, just to showcase the breadth of the Raw roster. Right, the lights went out. Let's see who's next. It is none other than the resident superhero, the one and only Ricochet. Holy crap, this is about to get good.
From Paducah, Kentucky, weighing in at 190 pounds, Ricochet.
Ricochet has had a very interesting career so far in WWE. He has held he's held the North American Championship, and I think that success could easily translate into a possible Intercontinental Championship win. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see who the other 6 opponents are going to be for Ricochet. But Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, if we're getting those 2 in this first match here, we're going to see who these other 6 opponents are going to be, and we'll sort of see who's going to be our first Intercontinental Champion. Oh boy, this is gonna get good. This is about to get real good. The leader of the Balor Club, none other than Finn Balor. He's got a bit of a history with the Intercontinental Champion, being a former Intercontinental Champion himself, and also his history with none other than Shinsuke Nakamura in this match. We'll see what kind of dynamic that's going to have in this match.
From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
And we'll see if Finn Balor will make it a possible multi-time champion right with this championship, alright? So we're going to see what's going to happen next. There could be some potential for first-time champions, first time getting the Intercontinental Champion or otherwise, which is going to make things very interesting. Monday Night Raw is about bringing new talent, new opportunities, giving everybody a fresh slate here as we enter into 2020. So, whoever wins this match will become our first Intercontinental Champion, and I'm quite excited. You should be excited about that as well. We have 5 other opponents and contenders that are going to be in this match. We're going to see who they are momentarily. I'm excited to see who they're going to be. I don't know who they're going to be. You don't know who they're going to be. It could literally be anyone at this point. But General Manager Shawn Michaels wanted to kick things off very strong, and that's what we're getting here. We are getting a very, very strong start to Raw. So will Finn Balor become a multi-time Intercontinental Champion? He's already won the championship twice in his career. Will he make it a 3rd time? We'll see. We shall see. And next up is none other than Andrade, a former NXT champion like Finn Balor, like Shinsuke Nakamura.
From Gomez, Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 215 pounds, Andrade!
But despite holding the NXT championship in the past, Andrade has not held an Intercontinental Championship during his time in WWE. Neither has Ricochet. So again, giving opportunities, earning opportunities, making history. Lots of potential firsts that could be made here tonight. Later on tonight as well, we also have a wonderful first out of 3 triple threat matches to determine our 3 #1 contenders for the WWE Championship. We also have a Fatal 5-Way coming up after this match, which should get interesting real fast. If not after this match, it should be the match after that. But either way, we have a Fatal 5-Way to help determine who will be going on to Money in the Bank to be our first Raw Tag Team Champions as well. Whoever wins that match will get a bye week through the tournament, and the tournament will start next week. There will be 4 teams. Each team will have a match next week, so 2 tag matches next week. The winner of those 2 matches will go on 2 weeks from tonight, and the winner of that match will go on to face the winner of this week's Fatal 5-Way at Money in the Bank. So we got a lot going on Raw tonight, and I'm barely scratching the surface. It's about to get pretty stacked. And it looks like someone from the Undisputed Era is coming out next. Who's it going to be? There's 4 of them, so it's obviously 1 in 25% chance of getting it right. And it is none other than Roderick Strong, like Ricochet, a former North American champion himself.
Undisputed Era from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds, Roderick Strong.
And also like Ricochet, like Andrade, lots of success in NXT in the past. But now with this fresh start over to Raw, he's going to be going after his first taste of Intercontinental Championship gold here. Same as Ricochet and same as Andrade. Lots of people getting their first opportunities at the Intercontinental Championship. And that's going to be very interesting, and it's going to be an interesting and fun dynamic to see who wants it the most and see if Roderick Strong can get some gold over for the Undisputed Era as well. His tag team partner Bobby Fish will be in the Fatal 5-Way later on tonight to see who will get the bye weeks in the tournament and head straight for Money in the Bank. So we'll see how Roderick Strong pans out. Former North American champion himself. So we'll see. We got some former North American champions, former NXT champions, former Rumble winner, and Shinsuke Nakamura. We'll see what this dynamic's going to look like as we continue to see who will be out next. Oh boy!
And from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
Oh my goodness, we have none other than Pete Dunne in this matchup. Pete Dunne, the longest reigning NXT UK World Champion right there. Over 600 days. One of the longest champions in the modern era. Will Pete Dunne add the Intercontinental Championship onto his resume and onto his already flourishing career? Again, like many people in this match, like Ricochet, like Andrade, like Roderick Strong, Pete Dunne has not held the Intercontinental Championship. Can that change tonight? We will see. Let's see what the Bruiserweight brings to the table here on Raw. Alright, let's see who the next opponent is in this big battle royal. None other than Drew Gulak.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 193 pounds, Drew Gulak.
Drew Gulak is going to be very interesting to try to see where he fits into the mold here on Monday Night Raw. And we're going to see how he fits again, like many people in this match that I have mentioned. Dunn, Strong, Andrade, Ricochet. Gulak has not held or had the opportunity for the Intercontinental Championship in the past. Again, General Manager Shawn Michaels wanted to give a lot of people their first opportunities for championships here tonight, and we're already seeing that. A lot of these stars are getting some fresh starts, and that's what Monday Night Raw is all about. That's what General Manager Shawn Michaels' vision is, and we're going to see that pan out throughout tonight. And of course, the last person to this battle royal,
From Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, Johnny Gargano.
is none other than Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling. Of course, Johnny has a lot. He's the first Triple Crown champion over in NXT, winning the North American Championship, the Tag Team Championships, and of course the NXT Championship as well. Lots of accolades. We're going to see where he fits into the picture. A lot of these 8 competitors are going to fit into very different realms here over time. I don't think they're just going to be going after the IC Championship for long or World Championship for long. We're going to see how these divisions start to shape and form as we continue onward with this episode and through Money in the Bank and into the future. Alright, so of course you have to get your opponent over the top rope. Some battle royals are by elimination. This one is an over the top rope battle royal, so no alliances unless if you're trying to get an opponent out. So everybody's just trying to get each other eliminated. And so Roderick Strong going after Pete Dunne right away. And so it looks like Pete Dunne is able to escape out of the corner. We just have a huge mess of people going on here. We have 8 people ready to get. Many of them are going after their first taste of Intercontinental Championship gold. The only people that are former IC champions in this matchup are Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura. Everybody else would be a first time Intercontinental Champion, and that is exciting. Somebody could have their breakout moment here tonight. Even for Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor, I think that they can honestly have a fresh start and start off strong here on Raw. Let's see here. We have Shinsuke trying to knock out Drew Gulak. We have Pete Dunne going after and trying to eliminate Finn Balor as well. That could be huge. Andrade's trying to get Ricochet eliminated as well. Finn Balor survives elimination. Ricochet is still trying to fight out of that. Johnny Gargano is trying to get... Roderick Strong's trying to get Johnny Gargano eliminated in this match. Again, we're going to see some possible alliances being formed, potential rivalries getting formed. Lots of good stuff here. Even maybe potential tag teams. Oh my goodness, and Pete Dunne just eliminated Finn Balor. That is huge. Finn Balor's the first eliminated in the Battle Royal. We are down to 7. Again, the first person, or I should say the last person left standing in this ring will be our first Intercontinental Champion here on Raw. Pete Dunne's trying to go for a second elimination. This time, I believe that is... hold up here, I can't really tell who it is offhand. It looks like Roderick Strong. And Strong fights out of it, okay? So we got Gulak going after Nakamura. We have Ricochet going after Andrade with Gargano into the mix. So the 3 of them are tied up. Oh, Strong goes over the top rope. Oh, Dunne's trying to get him eliminated, and Strong survives. Pete Dunne at the threat of getting eliminated right now by Ricochet. Roderick Strong, will he assist Ricochet? And it looks like we have a temporary alliance between Ricochet and Roderick Strong. And the Bruiserweight is out. And so we have 6 left. Nakamura, Andrade, Gulak, Gargano, Ricochet, and Strong. Balor and Dunn are eliminated. Again, the first person to be, really the last person in the ring. So, yeah, last person standing wins the Intercontinental Championship. And of course, we are going to factor in who's going to be the next number 1 contender, who will get the first attempt at the Intercontinental Championship, who will be the first contender. And who is that? Is that Gulak? Yes, Gulak survives. So Ricochet's going after him. Gargano and Strong are going at each other, and now Shinsuke and Andrade are going to town on each other as well. Each little pairing could potentially be a match down the line, whether that's for championship or not. Or they could have other championship opportunities. We're going to see how things pan out. And oh my goodness, Johnny Gargano is out. Whoo! I don't know if I would do that, Shinsuke. You're kind of already on that top corner right there. Gargano is out. We are down to 5. We are down to Gulak, Andrade, Nakamura, Strong, and Ricochet. 4 to 5 of these people have not held the Intercontinental Championship before. For Shinsuke Nakamura, this could be a bit of a redemption arc. That's sort of how I see it anyway, because let's be honest, his past reigns as Intercontinental Champion have not been the greatest. So who knows? He could be the face of the Intercontinental Championship, well, division, for lack of a better term. Nakamura's going after Andrade. Gulak is trying to eliminate Ricochet, and Andrade and Ricochet are out. We are down to Gulak, Nakamura, and Strong. We're going to see which one of these 3 becomes your first Intercontinental Champion here. And Nakamura's over the top rope! And he survives elimination. Strong going after Nakamura now. Gulak is letting those 2 fight, and I really don't blame him. This could get good. Any one of these 3 could really bring an interesting dynamic. Of course, Strong and Gulak. Gulak being a former Cruiserweight champion, where each one of these 3 have held some sort of championship gold, but only one of them has held the Intercontinental Championship in the past. Strong is trying to get rid of Gulak right there, trying to get him over the top rope. Will Nakamura assist? And Nakamura and Strong are trying to eliminate Drew Gulak and succeed. It is down to Strong and Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship. Will Shinsuke pick up the big win and add another reign onto his resume? Or will Strong shock the system and get his first ever Intercontinental Championship win? We're going to see how this pans out. This could be a future championship match itself that I think could get interesting, right? And if Strong wins, that means that the Undisputed Era gets a championship to their faction. Oh! And Shinsuke is just dominating this match. Holy crap. This is interesting. We're going to see what happens. Oh! And Strong avoids elimination there by a big counter. Strong is taking advantage of... Oh my goodness. This is going to get good. This is going to get good. The final 2. Winner gets the Intercontinental Championship. The last one in the ring will earn the gold. And Strong trying to eliminate Nakamura. He's got him partially over the top rope there. And Roderick Strong is your Intercontinental Champion. And shocks the system. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at some of these highlights, everybody. This was a crazy match. Indeed. This really was. We had some just shocking eliminations potentially at first. We had a lot of first-timers that could have easily have won their first ever Intercontinental Championship, but it boiled down to Strong and Nakamura. And Strong succeeded and is bringing a championship back to the Undisputed Era. This is his first time holding Intercontinental Championship gold as well, so will the Undisputed Era continue that into tonight's big tag team fatal 5-way and head straight for Money in the Bank? We're going to see. We'll get some popcorn. You should get some popcorn. Go get your snacks. We got 3 big matches left on this card. I'm excited. You should be excited too. Let's go. So we have just received word from General Manager Shawn Michaels during the commercial break that this match, this Fatal 5-Way for the bye week, for Money in the Bank, Tag Team Tournament, all that stuff, no eliminations, first man to get a victory / pinfall / submission will win this match. So we have one representative from each of our tag teams. Ivar representing the Viking Raiders, Viking Experience, however you want to phrase it as. And we have Angelo Dawkins representing the Street Profits. We have Jey Uso representing the Usos. We have Luke Gallows representing Gallows and Anderson. And we have Bobby Fish representing the Undisputed Era. Fish's stable partner, Roderick Strong, just won the Intercontinental Championship. Can Fish continue this luck streak, this hard-hitting, just luck streak for the Undisputed Era? We're going to see. Luke Gallows catches breath on the outside there, so we have 4 people in the ring. And again, anything can happen. That's what we're here for. Anything can happen on Raw. It looks like Ivar and Angelo Dawkins are now just the only 2 in the ring. That could prove to be a good advantage. Luke Gallows is just on the outside, along with Fish, along with Uso. That could be both a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing if you're either Ivar or Dawkins, or a bad thing because one of those 3 people could go running into the ring at any second. But there are 2 different matches almost going on here, which makes sense. On one hand, you want to keep everybody on the outside, so if anything, this is going to be good for Dawkins and Ivar. So if one of those 2 guys in the middle of that ring get some sort of victory, we'll have either the Viking Raiders or the Street Profits go right for Money in the Bank. The other 4 teams will start a mini tag team tournament next week, so we'll have 2 big tag team matches coming for you next week on Raw, and then winner of those, each of those winners will go on to week 3, and then the winner of the week 3 match will go on to Money in the Bank. And if it ends up being a draw, then all the teams on 2 weeks from tonight will go on to Money in the Bank. So Money in the Bank again is one of the 5 / really few just cross-brand pay-per-views. Again, all the championships will be decided before or at Money in the Bank. They're going to be sprinkled, so it's not just going to be everybody's getting the championships. Next week we're going to crown our first Raw Women's Championship. The matchup for that will be decided later tonight in a big 8-woman tag team match. So we'll explain that in just a little bit. But for now, we have a big Fatal 5-Way match. Again, huge ticket to Money in the Bank right here. We're going to see who wants it more. Which team will get a ticket straight for Money in the Bank, and then that way we can have the 4 teams in our tag team tournament ready to go for next week as well. So we have a lot coming up tonight, we have a lot coming up next week, and the week after that. I'm excited, you should be excited as well. Later tonight, after this match, we will have our first of 3 triple threat first of 3 triple threat matches to determine who will be our first WWE champion, and that's going to get real interesting real fast, to say the least. That match will feature Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Sheamus. But for now, again, winner of this Fatal 5-Way, the first person to gain a pinfall or submission, will receive the first ticket to Money in the Bank for that tag team championship to determine the Raw tag team champions. It'll be interesting to see who gets this victory. Right now we have Gallows and Jey Uso in the middle of the ring right now. The other 3 are on the outside of the ring. So who knows if the Usos end up getting that bye to, or really that ticket to Money in the Bank, I should be phrasing that as. It's really a ticket. I wouldn't really view it as a bye week or anything like that. They just go straight to Money in the Bank. And then the winners of the 4-team tournament will be able to take on the winning team of this match. So we shall see how this pans out. Everybody's back into the ring. Everybody's kind of struggling a little bit at this point, trying to get some sort of energy or stamina back. We're going to see how this shapes up. But who knows? Who knows? Raw has a pretty strong tag team division just from the snapshot alone. Look at it. You have so many former tag team champions across different brands, different divisions. And that's what's going to make it quite interesting and exciting, but a lot of these teams have never really faced off against each other or haven't in a little while. So this could get good real fast. It looks like Jey Uso has Bobby Fish in some sort of a submission hold right there. Could be a potential single leg crab shooter move right there. And Jey goes for the early pin. And Ivar breaks it up. Gallows is on the outside of the ring. Dawkins is trying to get his footing. Oh, and a big super kick onto Angelo Dawkins, and Ivar takes advantage of the situation and tries to go for a pin. And Uso breaks up the attempted pinfall. Ivar trying to take advantage of the situation, which I really don't blame him. The winner of this match, again, they get to skip the tournament the next 2 weeks and go straight for Money in the Bank and automatically become the first of 2 teams to go for the Raw Tag Team Championships, which is huge. That is a huge stipulation right there. And so here we are. We have Gallows in the ring. We have Ivar in the ring. And what's going on with Jey Uso? Oh my goodness. What a move onto Angelo Dawkins. I almost feel bad for the dude because he just keeps getting just knocked out. And the crowd is right behind Jey Uso. In the ring, we have none other than Bobby Fish, Luke Gallows, and Ivar. Ivar, of course, from the Viking Raiders, Bobby Fish from the Undisputed Era, and Luke Gallows from Gallows and Anderson / the OC. However they want to phrase it as. But for now, they have just Gallows and Anderson. Their OC companion AJ Styles is not on Raw. He's over on NXT. We'll see where he's going to go. Over on the first episode of NXT as well. We'll see what Kurt Angle cooks up. But for right now, this is a very interesting match that Shawn Michaels put together. So, lots of teams trying to vie for those opportunities to get onto the pay-per-view. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch already, just from how it's starting to shape up, even in this match alone. But we're going to see who wants it the most. And Jey Uso goes for the pin on Gallows. And Gallows kicks out at a close 2 count. Oh my goodness. Dawkins is outside the ring. What does Ivar have in store for Bobby Fish? Oh god, what a huge pile driver. Gallows just slamming Uso's head right into that turnbuckle. And Ivar just straight up takes out Bobby Fish. We're down to just Uso and Gallows in the middle of the ring. Gallows looked like he was going for something, but Jey counters with a big snapmare takedown and a kick, but Gallows reverses. Gallows is also no stranger to singles competition, just a longtime veteran of professional wrestling, sports entertainment in general. And so Gallows is the only one left in the ring. Everybody is now outside the ring. We're going to see what happens. Who's going to get that first pinfall, that first submission? Who wants it the most? Which team's going to Money in the Bank to compete for the Raw Tag Team Championships? Ivar and Fish are going against each other right now. We have Dawkins, Gallows, and Uso all back in the ring. We're going to see who wants it the most. This is going to get very interesting very quickly, if it hasn't been already. The match has gone inside the ring, outside the ring. We're going to see who is able to pick up that 3 count, that submission, here in this matchup. And honestly, it's anybody's game. Each team has a 20% chance of winning this match, or 1 in 5 chance if you need something a little bit more condensed, right? But yeah, Uso's out, Fish is out, Ivar's back into the outside of the ring, and look at Gallows with a huge power bomb and going for the pin. And Gallows and Anderson are going to Money in the Bank. Oh my goodness, what a match. We got some replays for you all right there. And of course, that Gallows knew to take advantage of that situation when everybody else was on the outside of the ring so he can go ahead and hit that huge power bomb right there. Well, really, it's more like a spine buster, you know, kind of one of those, oh my goodness, the pump, almost like a pump handle slam, but not. Carl Anderson must be quite happy about this victory. The other 4 teams you will be seeing starting next, you'll see all 4 of those teams in next week's tag team tournament. Next week, we're going to see who will be taking them on slowly but surely in the Money in the Bank first Raw Tag Team Championship match at Money in the Bank. Let's continue onward with our first of 3 triple threat matches, which will help determine the 3 #1 contenders who will be competing against each other at Money in the Bank for the WWE Championship. Let's go. And here we go. We are on to our first of 3 triple threat matches to determine our #1 contenders for Money in the Bank and to crown our first WWE champion. And coming out first is none other than Baron Corbin, former Constable Corbin of Raw. Y'all remember how well that went, so hopefully his luck can kind of turn around a little bit and he can pick up a big victory in this triple threat match.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Kansas City, weighing in at 275 pounds, Baron Corbin!
Of course, Baron Corbin being a bit of a thorn in many superstars' side, there's no doubt that he has untapped potential, and that's why he was brought over to Monday Night Raw to be a part of this world title picture, just to shake things up a little bit. Corbin is still looking for his first WWE Championship, his first World Championship. A former Money in the Bank champion, well, former Mr. Money in the Bank, I should say, and a former United States champion himself. So, is the WWE Championship on his radar? You can absolutely guarantee that it is on his radar. And next up is none other than Kevin Owens. Oh my goodness. This is about to get interesting.
And his opponents, first, from Marieville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens!
Kevin Owens, of course, a former Universal Champion himself, but has never held the WWE Championship. A championship with plenty of history, plenty of prestige. Can this be Kevin Owens' fresh start that he definitely needs? We're not sure, but he's going to have to take on 2 other opponents tonight, and then if he makes it to Money in the Bank, he'll have to face 2 other opponents as well. We're going to see who that last opponent is in this first triple threat match, but in the meantime, Kevin Owens has a lot to prove and a lot to earn here on Raw. Oh, okay, that just got dark. We're going to see who this next opponent is, and it is none other than the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. Sheamus, a former WWE Champion himself, defeated John Cena in his rookie year for the WWE Championship. And we're going to see if the luck of the Irish continues here on Monday Night Raw for Sheamus.
And from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Of course, Sheamus, plenty of single success, plenty of tag team success, but it's been a little bit of time since Sheamus has held the WWE Championship, so he's got plenty of reason and drive to want to go for the WWE Championship once again. So we'll see if Sheamus can pull out a big win here tonight. And we'll see if he's, going to punch his ticket in to Money in the Bank to go after that WWE Championship once again. So we have Baron Corbin, we have Sheamus, we have Kevin Owens. A very interesting first triple threat match from General Manager Shawn Michaels here. So again, each week leading up to Monday night to Money in the Bank, we will have a triple threat match each week. And it sounds like the crowd is right behind Kevin Owens, but will Kevin Owens pull out that huge win? We'll see. First person to get a pinfall or pinfall or submission or victory in general will go on to Money in the Bank and be one of the 3 contenders for the WWE Championship. Next week there will be another triple threat match between Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole, and none other than Bobby Lashley. So, we'll see who wins that match next week. That one's going to be pretty stacked. For our main event coming up tonight as well, we have a 8-woman tag team match. And no, it's not just going to be a 4-on-4. We're having 4 teams of 2 in a ladder match going at it for a contract for next week's main event to go for that go for the Raw Women's Championship. So there you go. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to see who all those teams are going to be very, very shortly as well. But I'm excited. You should be excited. But for right now, winner of this match will be one of the 3 superstars going to Money in the Bank to have an opportunity to be the first WWE Champion here on Raw. I'm excited. You should be excited. What happens with the other 2 that don't win, we'll figure out where their paths are going to be next. Right now, both general managers are concerned about just getting their championships established, getting, the first champions going, and also, of course, figuring out who's going to be Money in the Bank. So next week, we will also have our first Money in the Bank qualifying match. Each brand will get 3 qualifying matches between different superstars in different divisions. So we'll see how they utilize those 3 matches, because 2 spots have been reserved in each of those Money in the Bank ladder matches for surprises and new additions to the roster. Who will be those additions? Make some predictions down below in the comments. Who do you think is going to be these surprises for each brand? We'll see. But for now, we have Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens, and Sheamus in this big triple threat match. We're going to see what happens. We really are. And again, the winner of this match will take on the winners of next week's triple threat match, and then 2 weeks from tonight there will be one more triple threat match. Both of those triple threat matches coming up are going to get real interesting real fast. But for now, let's enjoy this match between Corbin, Sheamus, and Kevin Owens. Again, Baron Corbin still has yet to hold a world championship in general in WWE. He's held Money in the Bank, he's held the United States Championship. He's been a thorn in a lot of people's sides. And oh my goodness, what a huge move onto Kevin Owens. And Corbin goes for the pin. Sheamus is outside the ring. And Owens kicks out. That was a perfect opportunity for Baron Corbin, just in general. The former Constable Corbin, I should say. Sheamus, I don't know what he's doing on the outside of the ring, but Baron Corbin looks like he has something up his sleeve right now. He might be setting up the end of days, possibly. Oh, and Corbin with the end of days onto Kevin Owens, but Sheamus is right there. And Sheamus, Baron Corbin just scores the victory, and Sheamus failed to break up the pin. Baron Corbin is going to Money in the Bank. He has punched one of those first 3 tickets for the WWE Championship match at Money in the Bank. This is about to shape up to be one interesting championship match. And who knows, this could be Baron Corbin's opportunity to score his first world championship.
Here is your winner, Baron Corbin.
So once again, congratulations to Baron Corbin. We're going to see how his luck turns out at Money in the Bank. And here we go. It is time for our main event. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm excited for this match. And I'm excited to have the women in the main event too on our first episode of Raw. So, this is the big 8-woman tag team match.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way tag team ladder match. Introducing first, from Orlando, Florida, Naomi.
So yes, you did hear Greg Hamilton right, everybody. That is correct. We are at a fatal 4-way tag team ladder match. How is that going to work, you might ask? The winning team, the teams were randomly put together. They were randomly picked by General Manager Shawn Michaels and placed into this match. The winning team will go one-on-one with each other next week to determine our first Raw Women's Champion. And as you can see, Monday Night Raw is feeling the glow with Naomi. We'll see who her tag team partner is going to be. Naomi is definitely a veteran here in sports entertainment. We're going to see who she ends up teaming with in this match. Again, random tag teams, random matchups. We'll see if the teams can coexist for the purpose of actually being able to get this big championship opportunity. Many of these participants have not had their first chance at the Raw Women's Championship yet. And oh my goodness!
And their partner from Tokyo, Japan, Io Shirai.
Io Shirai still has not won her first Women's Championship here in WWE. Naomi, a former multi-time SmackDown champion in her own right. We'll see what happens. These two could have quite an interesting dynamic. Both have a lot of athleticism, a lot of agility, lots of high-flying moves. We're going to see if this chemistry can pan out. And honestly, Naomi versus Io Shirai could be an interesting match next week, too. Naomi hasn't held the Raw Women's Championship yet, and Io has not held a single Women's Championship so far here in WWE. We're going to see what happens next, who the other 3 teams are going to be like, what those chemistries are going to look like just in general. So get excited. We're going to see who the next team is going to be. Oh boy, this is going to get good. I can tell. And next up is Charlotte.
From the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
One of the first 3 women to main event WrestleMania, none other than Charlotte Flair. Now, whether you like her or you hate her, there's no denying that she's quite an accomplished athlete herself, and we're excited to have her as a huge addition onto Monday Night Raw. We're going to see who her tag team partner ends up being, and again, the winning team will go against each other next week. So it's a little bit more incentive to actually kind of coexist, right? Because you want to get that first championship opportunity. Will there be a women's championship match at Money in the Bank? Probably. But there is also a women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So there's a lot of different things up in the air, pun intended, but Charlotte Flair is definitely going to make things quite interesting here on Monday Night Raw. Ooh! Oh, this is interesting. Ooh! Oh my goodness.
From Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Zelina Vega.
Ah, yes. The business associate, the business manager of Andrade is a addition to the women's division as well. She's likely going to be pulling double duty some nights if the cards pan in her favor. But for now, she's teaming with Charlotte Flair. That could be a very interesting matchup in general. We have not seen much of Zelina Vega in the ring, just mainly as a manager. We've seen her in a sprinkle here and there in terms of in-ring competition herself. But she's not afraid to get her hands dirty, and what we've seen of her has been great. So we're going to see if she's able to pick up the big win. Andrade, of course, losing the Intercontinental Championship Battle Royal earlier. So we're going to see how this pans out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ho ho. Oh.
From Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
And here comes the man, one of the other 3 first ever women's WrestleMania main event participants. Becky has quite a bit of history with Charlotte in this match, and likely some other participants in this matchup as well. Becky, we will see who her tag team partner is going to be. Will the man be able to coexist with her partner for the sake of getting this championship opportunity? We'll see. But the man has a lot of momentum on her side, a lot of support from the WWE Universe. We're going to see if that translates here on this fresh start of Monday Night Raw. Obviously, Zelina Vega is not backing down whatsoever. Oh boy. Oh boy, I think they just shoved each other or something. That wasn't great. There's a little bit of tension right there. We're going to see who Becky's tag team partner is going to be. And it is none other than Candice LeRae.
And from Anaheim, California, Candice LeRae.
Oh my goodness. This is quite a team right here. Of course, Candice LeRae, obviously, she's definitely a in-ring veteran herself, but has also not held championship gold in WWE so far, like Io Shirai. So this can get quite interesting really fast. A lot of potential first-time Raw Women's Champions and just Women's Champions in WWE in general. But this is a very exciting opportunity for the pint-sized Pixie. So we're going to see if she cooperates with the man. And honestly, that'd be a great match at some point as well. I'd like to see. And who is next? Our final team is coming out. Alright, we got none other than Bayley. Are we going to get the Bayley buddies? Because that'd be great if we could.
And from San Jose, California, Bayley.
Ah yes, Bayley, a former Raw Women's Champion as well. And yes, the Bayley buddies are also here in tow. So yeah, Bayley's got quite a bit of history, of course, mainly with Charlotte. But we're going to see how she cooperates with her partner as well in this big main event. Again, definitely spotlighting the women's division here on Monday, just Raw. Honestly, both Raw and NXT have quite stacked women's divisions, and they're only going to get bigger over time and more, just a lot of stories, lots of characters, personalities. This can get interesting. We're going to see who the last person in this match is going to be, and who will also be, well, Bayley's partner. Ooh, that didn't sound good from the crowd. And it is none other than Bianca Belair.
From Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
Here we go, the EST of Raw. Bianca Belair, also another person that has not held championship gold here in WWE. She will be teaming up with Bayley. We're going to see if those two can coexist. Bianca Belair, a lot of strength, a lot of power. Bayley has that technical ability as well, where she can have a lot of power moves at her disposal. Of course, the Bayley to belly, just in general. So we're going to see if those two styles mesh pretty well. In general, we have a contrast of styles between Candice LeRae and Becky Lynch. And then Charlotte and Zelina. It's hard to say what Zelina Vega's style is like, but Charlotte Flair is going to bring an extra dose of athleticism. But Bianca Belair might be able to match her in terms of athleticism, and Naomi as well. All some really good potential matchups here. But again, the winner of this match, of this main event, Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Ladder Match, will receive a big championship opportunity next week to become the first Raw Women's Champion here on, well, Raw. So I'm excited for next week as well, but first of all, what a very interesting matchup right here. The teams are interesting. Everything's going to get good here. We're going to see how each of these teams kind of line up. And Charlotte just goes right after Becky. Those two have plenty of history between each other. But of course, Becky does not want any of it. She does not want to face Charlotte Flair for the 3,000th time, and I really don't blame her. Charlotte just wants to prove why she's the best in the division, why she claims that she is the best women's wrestler out there. We'll see. But a lot of these women have not held the Raw Women's Championship or Championship Gold here in WWE as well. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to see who cooperates, who does not cooperate here in this ladder match. And we're going to see where things go. And also, this is good preparation for some of these women who might be in the Money in the Bank ladder match as well. Again, we're going to determine those participants slowly but surely. We have our first men's qualifying match next week, which should be very, very exciting. The women's match, we're going to see either if Shawn Michaels has to select who he wants in there, or if he has to have qualifying matches like for the men's Money in the Bank briefcase has to be as well. So the men's briefcase, those participants have to be selected via qualifying matches. The women's ones, however, we're not quite sure yet. We'll get an update on that for next week. So get excited about that. We have 2 Money in the Bank briefcases up for grabs. Of course, at Money in the Bank. It'll be split 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown / NXT. We say that because, now NXT, I should say. They used to be SmackDown until they ran into some issues. So there is that. Either way, NXT, 4 from them, 4 from Raw. Who wants this matchup more? The winning team, those two will face off against each other next week for the Raw Women's Championship. And I'm quite excited. You should be excited as well. For many of these women, it'll be their first opportunity in quite some time to get a championship opportunity. For many women, this can be their first Raw Women's Championship as well. Naomi has not held the Raw Women's Championship, only the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley hasn't held the Raw Women's Championship in a little while either, since around 2017, so it's been a little while for her. Charlotte recently had it around 2017 as well. More of her attention was placed on the former SmackDown Women's Division. So we'll see what NXT's Women's Division can do too. So we're going to be getting some cross-brand action between both Raw and NXT coming up, and I'm excited for that as well. And I'm excited to see who is going to win this matchup here. Lots of potential matchups right here, just in general, whether that's for a title or not for a title. But this is your main event, everybody. We have a big 8-woman Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Ladder match here. Again, the first team to get the contract will ultimately have that team face off one-on-one next week for the Raw Women's Championship, and that way we can find out who our first Raw Women's Championship is, who our first Raw Women's Champion is going to be. So I'm excited, you should be excited. Lots of good stuff coming up as well. Lots of untapped potential in this match. Lots of potential first-time champions as well. And Charlotte with a big spear on the Becky Lynch. Io and Zelina are kind of struggling in the middle of the ring right there. So we're going to see who is going to push through this match the most. Who wants this victory the most? That's what it's going to boil down to. It looks like Naomi's on the outside of the ring. Candice LeRae's on the outside of the ring. We're missing somebody. Okay, Bayley's on the outside of the ring. Becky just went outside the ring as well. Oh boy. Bianca Belair is probably outside of the ring as well, from what it looks like, just from what I can see on the screen and the monitor here. Again, what you're seeing is what I'm seeing. So whatever I'm seeing, you're also seeing, even if it's people that I can't see just in general. To be fair, we still can't really see John Cena, but of course we haven't seen him in a little while, so there you go. But in the ring, we have Zelina Vega, we have Bayley, we have Becky Lynch, we have Charlotte Flair, and we have Naomi. And it looks like someone's going for a ladder, I think. I heard the ladder. kind of make a noise. Who's going for it? Bianca Belair being the first person to actually figure out, hey, we need a ladder in this match. Candice LeRae getting back up to her feet. Zelina Vega getting tossed to the outside of the ring, joining Io Shirai. Bianca Belair and Candice LeRae going at each other. Candice LeRae tossed out of the ring. Bianca joins the mix of Becky, Charlotte, Bayley, and Naomi. The other competitors are kind of tossed out to the ringside area right now. Naomi goes over the top. Bianca going right after Charlotte Flair. Lots to prove right there. Candice LeRae getting back into the middle of the ring. Her tag team partner once again is Becky Lynch. Io's tag partner, of course. Naomi's still on the outside of the ring. Again, what you're seeing is also what I'm seeing, which means if you're not able to see what's going on here, don't worry, I'm there with you, alright? Alright. So everybody's about to get back inside the ring, minus Bayley, who's on the outside of the ring. Again, Bayley's partner, Bianca Belair, still in here. Zelina Vega got tossed out of the ring, so Charlotte is kind of left to her own disposal. But this is quite interesting. Again, the winners of this match, they're going to be able to go on to next week's Raw to compete for the Raw Women's Championship. Oh, what a move from Naomi. Definitely showing off that athleticism quite a bit. But yeah, this could really kickstart a lot of people's just starts here on Monday Night Raw. Look at what that very first opening matchup did for Roderick Strong. He was able to get his first opportunity for the Intercontinental Championship, and thus he also won that said match as well. So we're gonna see. Also, Baron Corbin winning that opportunity to go to Money in the Bank to potentially get his first WWE Championship as well. Gallows and Anderson won an opportunity to go to Money in the Bank as well, so we're going to see who's going to be joining them after that. This is going to get quite interesting. Who's going to step the ladder? Who's going to climb first? A lot of those questions we still haven't answered yet. Who wants this briefcase? Who wants the contract? Which team wants it the most? Which team wants that Raw Women's Championship opportunity? So it gives people a little bit of incentive here to actually cooperate with each other. Will we see teams just completely dissolve? Will egos get in the way? We're going to see. Everybody's just trying to toss each other outside the ring right now. Which I'm thinking, if this was like an over-the-top rope battle royal, that would actually work. And it kind of works to a certain degree. You want to clear the ring before you start to go after the briefcase, ideally. But at some point, you got to ask yourself, okay, can I actually get this? But all 8 of these women want an opportunity. It just boils down to who wants it the most. And Naomi and Io kind of have a clear path right now. Well, they did, but that kind of just went to poop. Becky Lynch going right for Io Shirai. And sets her sights back on her longtime rival, Charlotte Flair. Oh, and a big suplex right from Becky Lynch. Naomi going after Candice LeRae, another match that we have not seen yet, which could get fun and interesting. Zelina Vega, I don't know what she's doing. I think she's just trying to hightail it out of there, potentially leaving her partner behind. We'll see if that happens or not. Naomi trying to keep Zelina back into the ring so that way Zelina can't say, oh, well, I wasn't involved in this decision, that sort of stuff. Right? Right. Oh my goodness, what is going on there? Bianca Belair's got a little bit of extra momentum on her side, so look out. But more importantly, one of these teams is going to win and get that championship opportunity for that Raw Women's Championship coming next week. Next week, we will find out who will be our first Raw Women's Champion. And at Money in the Bank, we will find out who our first WWE Champion will be and who our first Tag Team Champions will be as well. So, again, both general managers have agreed they will have all their champions decided by Money in the Bank or at Money in the Bank. Or a mixture of them, as we're seeing right here. So next week we already have a very stacked card as well. We have the winner of this match, or I should say the winners of this match, of this Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Ladder match. They will take on each other for the Raw Women's Championship. Next week we also have Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole, and Bobby Lashley in the second of 3 triple threat matches. Again, the winner of that match will join Baron Corbin in the big triple threat match for the WWE Championship at Money in the Bank. We also will have our first 2 tag team tournament matches, and we will also have our first Money in the Bank qualifying match for the men's briefcase. Potentially also the women's briefcase, but we'll see what General Manager Shawn Michaels has to say. For now, we will just have the men's briefcase qualifying match. And then in 2 weeks, we will have the finals of the tag team tournament. We will have the final triple threat match, and then we will mainly have our qualifying matches for those Money in the Bank briefcase opportunities for Money in the Bank. So that's where we're going. That's what's going to happen. That's what General Manager Shawn Michaels has said to us here on commentary. Well, mainly just me. I'm a one-person commentary team, of course, but could get interesting. And of course, 2 spots, 1 for each brand, on both of the Money in the Banks are going to be left blank for new free agents. Who will Raw and NXT be pick? Candice LeRae setting up the ladder right underneath that briefcase. Whoever climbs up first could potentially have this matchup. Who's going to go climbing first? Will it be LeRae? Will it be Belair? Will it be Flair? Will it be Shirai? We're going to see. Oh! What a move from Candice LeRae. We have Shirai. We have Flair. Belair. That actually... You know what? Maybe they should be a tag team just because that actually rhymes a little bit. Who will climb up that ladder first? It is Candice LeRae. Can Candice LeRae pick up the win for her and Becky Lynch? Nope. And Io Shirai knocks down that ladder and... Oh my goodness! What an electric chair from Io Shirai. And Candice appears to be out for the time being. Everybody's getting dumped on the outside of the ring. Who will set up that ladder next? We're going to see how this pans out, everybody. We're going to see how this pans out. Who wants that briefcase the most? Who's going to get the briefcase? Who's going to get that first championship opportunity for the Raw Women's Championship? We're going to see. It's going to get interesting real fast. Oh, what's going on over there? It looks like Charlotte's trying to get out of the ring, possibly. We're going to see who climbs up that ladder. Well, first of all, they need to set up a ladder. Charlotte Flair going for that ladder. We're going to see where she sets it up, how she sets it up, if she sets it up. And oh my goodness, she uses the ladder to her advantage. Not so sure I would agree with that placement of the ladder, and I think Charlotte Flair noticed that as well. We're going to see how that pans out. And Candice LeRae going right for Flair. Becky Lynch going in to help her partner out. The man wants another opportunity at the Raw Women's Championship, as does Charlotte Flair. But Candice LeRae is hanging in there quite a bit. She wants that Raw Women's Championship. The pint-sized pixie wants her opportunity just as much as everybody else does. So, a lot of potential first-time champions could be in the works right here. If not, probably a good number of these folks could potentially be in that Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Again, 3 from Raw, 3 from NXT. Each brand will get a surprise, random, free agent signed. So plenty left in the pool for each brand to pick from. Same thing with the men's. So 3 from Raw, 3 from NXT, and then 2 spots remain open, 1 per brand for free agents. So we're going to see who they pick for each briefcase. But more importantly, we need to find out who in the world our Money in the Bank, or I should say, our Raw Women's Champion is going to potentially be. We're going to narrow it down to 2 by the end of this match, and then you have a 50-50 chance of getting it right for next week. And more importantly, who do you want to see head to Money in the Bank? Everybody's just cleared. Io Shirai, Charlotte Flair, the only 2 in the ring. Io Shirai not setting up... Why isn't anybody setting up a ladder? Io, come on. Set up that ladder, thank you. It's like nobody's setting up a ladder, and I'm thinking that's like how you win these matches. Oh, and Becky Lynch just stopping Charlotte Flair right there. Oh my goodness. This could get interesting. Becky going right for Charlotte. Candice and Io going at it. They have a clear shot right now of getting that briefcase. Minus Naomi, minus Charlotte Flair. This could get good. And Naomi's on the ladder as well. We're going to see who wants it more. Who's going to take down Becky Lynch or Naomi, or both. Naomi's got a clear shot for that briefcase as well. Who's going to get the briefcase? And the ladder collapses once again. Much to likely nobody's surprise. This is kind of like a borderline pay-per-view quality main event right here that you all are getting on Raw. But again, the winning team will go on next week to face off against each other for the Raw Women's Championship. Will it be Becky and Candice? Will it be Bayley and Bianca? Will it be Io and Naomi? Will it be Zelina and Charlotte? We haven't seen Zelina in a little while, so I'm starting to get a little suspicious here. Charlotte with a big spear onto Io Shirai, another match that would be really good on paper in general. Oh, and another spear from Bianca Belair. A lot of spears going on in this match. Bianca and Charlotte Flair, the Battle of the Spears. I'm kind of here for that. Becky Lynch going to the outside of the ring. Zelina Vega's been spending a little bit more time. She's been spending more time outside the ring than inside of the ring in this match, just from like what I've seen. So Becky's bringing her back inside the ring. If I were these opponents, I would literally just say like, okay, you go take this person outside the ring. I'll take care of the inside of the ring stuff. Somebody just set up a ladder. We'll go from there. Oh, I'm not sure what is going on in this match. Alright, so we have Naomi, Bianca, Candice, Becky, Zelina, all in the ring still. Bayley's trying to get to her feet, and I think she just did. So Bayley's back in this match, there to help out her partner, Bianca Belair. But Naomi counters whatever Bayley was trying to do. Charlotte going after Candice. Candice just got tossed out to the ring. Side area, I should say. Well, she did get tossed outside the ring, so it's not like a stretch. Becky gets tossed out of the ring, so that team is 100% out of the ring. It's down to 3 teams in the middle of the ring, at least for right now. We'll see which team wants it more. Bianca Belair and Charlotte keep going after each other, and I think that's going to be a potential match one day. Whether that's for a title, not for a title, what have you. It's going to get good. They've been just going after each other this entire match. So who knows what we'll see, right? Right. The only full team that's left in there is Zelina and Charlotte Flair, which I find quite interesting. And then, of course, we have Becky Lynch going back into the mix. Zelina takes to the top rope. What's Zelina going to do? Oh, and a big flying drop kick onto the man, Becky Lynch. Who's going to get that ladder first? All 3 women are down inside the ring. Zelina starting to stir. Candice LeRae starting to stir on the outside of the ring. Naomi and Io Shirai are the only full team left inside the ring. And now Charlotte is in there to go help Zelina out. So again, who will be the first team to pick up the win? Again, winner of this match, or winners, I should say, will get a big championship opportunity next week against each other for the championship match. And Io Shirai bringing in that kendo stick. Charlotte Flair grabbing the briefcase with the contract inside of it. Will her and Zelina Vega go on to the next week's show to face each other for the championship? We're going to see. Bianca Belair trying to go after Charlotte as well. We'll see if someone else climbs the other side of the ladder. Io Shirai knocking down that ladder and with another big electric chair takedown. This is one big free-for-all, and if this is anything that we're going to be seeing at Money in the Bank, just strap in, get your snacks, get your coffee, get your choice of beverage, get settled in, get strapped in. It's going to be quite a match, as we've been seeing right now. It is anybody's game. No full team is in there with each other, maybe minus Zelina and Charlotte now that Zelina's back in. And Charlotte goes to the outside of the ring. There are 3 people left in this ring. Io Shirai. Now Zelina Vega's out. It's down to Lynch, Io, and Charlotte. And now it is down to Becky and Charlotte. 2 former best friends trying to make it work. Apologies for the brief technical interruption right there. We had some brief technical problems just there, but we're back live. Oh my goodness. Oh, with a big boot, there goes Charlotte Flair. Charlotte taking out Io onto the outside. It is down to 3 out of the 4 WWE horsewomen, Bayley, Charlotte, and Becky. Kind of poetic, but at the same time, each one of them has a partner that has not held the Raw Women's Championship just yet. Naomi's back inside the ring. We got 1 representative from each team in there. Bayley is eyeing that ladder. I can sense it, but also she's trying to go after Charlotte. She's not forgiving Charlotte for everything that she's done. And everybody's back in the ring. Bianca Belair has that ladder. Will she set it up? Oh, and she hits Becky Lynch with it. Bayley going spilling to the outside once again in this matchup. Bianca Belair setting up the ladder. Not sure if that's the ideal place I would set up that ladder. Oh my goodness, what is going on with Bianca Belair tonight? She's riding on a lot of momentum. Maybe just because she knows that there is a championship opportunity on the line. And what a big move from Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega's having a little bit more of a better outing than many might have expected. And that is perfectly fine with all of us, too. Everybody's now in the ring, or just outside of it. Right now, we'll see who gets that briefcase first, alright? Alright. We'll see who wants this briefcase the most. And the team of Io Shirai and Naomi are together in the middle of that ring right now. Every other team only has like a representative from each one. Becky's on the outside as well. Naomi and Io are really like helping each other out quite a bit. Becky Lynch is back in it for Candice LeRae. We're going to see who gets that briefcase first. Now, if it were up to me, I would just personally grab the ladder and just start climbing at any opportunity that I could get. And in these kind of matches, they're high injury risk. But at the same time, there comes a point where you just gotta climb up that ladder and grab the briefcase. Why do you think so many people have been successful in ladder matches over time? Such as Edge and Christian, such as the Dudleys, such as the first ever Money in the Bank briefcase winner, Carmella, and also the likes of, for example, Alexa Bliss. Bayley's a former Money in the Bank briefcase holder herself. Charlotte Flair has that ladder, and of course, nobody sets up the ladder. I'm just saying, somebody needs to just get that ladder and climb on up there while everybody else is distracted. That's how you win these ladder matches, when everybody's outside the ring or distracted. Why do you think people like Edge have made history in these types of matches? You have to find the right opportunities and grab that briefcase. Bayley going to the top rope. She's kind of hanging out there now. Oh, a big drop kick from Bayley. And Bayley with a big slam onto Zelina Vega. The ring's starting to clear out a little bit once again. We're going to see if anybody takes advantage of this. And we'll sort of see what happens from there. So this is your main event of the series/season premiere of Raw. We're going to see what NXT has up their sleeve going into their first episode as well. But for now, this is your main event. Everybody's distracted and not going for any of the ladders. That's just my humble opinion. They should just be going after the ladders. Again, I have never been inside of a squared circle before, so I can't necessarily shed some insight, but what I do know is that somebody needs to go for this ladder and go for the briefcase in turn. Io Shirai just had an opening, but Candice LeRae is about to go in and also go for that opening as well. Becky Lynch, Bayley get tossed into the ring. Io Shirai going in there. Naomi's in there to help her partner out. Becky Lynch and Io Shirai, they've been facing on and off throughout the match. Bayley going up that ladder now, too. This could get good. Oh, and the ladder goes crashing down once again. Zelina Vega totally whiffs it from the... Oh, boy. So, the live production feed literally just cut out on us not too long ago into this matchup. And what a crazy main event we had, but ultimately we got a winner. Lots of replays right here, just to give you all the cliff notes on what a crazy main event this was, despite our production issue with the live feed. And lo and behold, Becky Lynch, Candice LeRae, who will walk out next week as your first Raw Women's Champion. And so on that note, we have the man Becky Lynch, Candice LeRae going one-on-one next week for the Raw Women's Championship. Let me know in the comments down below who you have for that match. Who do you think will be our first Raw Tag Team Champions? Who should be the first to take on Roderick Strong as IC Champion? All of that good stuff. Who do you think will be the first WWE Champion? We shall see. But on that note, thank you all so much for tuning into Raw, and I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.